Sorry guys, I accidentally stopped the video. So it's gonna probably have to be a part 2er, but like I was saying, this is an original jungle Nidoqueen. Now you would ask me, how do I know that? These were given to me way before. Then again, there's always a chance that there are fakes. Now, people are probably gonna wonder why I'm keeping this Pokemon top thingy, whatever they're called. And that is because even though I'm pretty sure these toppers are not as sought after as the original cards, they still have a little value. And I kept this one because I just really love Nidoqueen. She is actually my favorite, if I haven't already said that, out of the two. Moving on. I am very proud of this Sneasel. It is a first edition. You can barely tell because of his black card outlining here. But if you look really hard, there is the first edition right there. And this art is really cool. I believe this is also a Neo Genesis as well, or a Neo Revolution. I sometimes get those mixed up. So these two are newer cards. Still really cute. I really love this one. He's adorable. This one looks more like mischievous one. But yeah, I actually do like Sneasels. Even though the dark Pokemon originally in Japan are supposed to be evil, that's not the case here. This is a fairly old Sintra. It's like 2007, 2006. As I said, I have a few somewhat hidden gems, but nothing to fall out of your seat for. But I still appreciate every single one of them. I found this Magby in a shop too. I think it was actually with that lantern that you saw earlier. But yeah, this one, actually I think it's also kind of a reprint. It's not an original Magby, I don't think. But yeah, it's still good. It's an uncommon one. That's the only Magby I have. We're going to move on to the Magmar section here. Give me a minute. Yep. Takes a second. Like I said, these are huge. Okay. Here is an original Magmar. This is base set. You don't see any second ones. If you see like a number 2, like right here, that means it's base set 2. This one's an original. This one is Blaine's Magmar. It's pretty cool, right? All this art. And then this one is a newer Magmar. It's not worth anything much, but, you know, he's still cool to look at. And like I said, it's not always about the actual card value. It can also be sentimental value. These cards, though, are not... Well, some of them weren't given to me. Some of them were. I had, like, a huge gift of cards quite recently, and those are all important regardless of not being worth anything. This is a Magmortar. Obviously, you can see he looks cool. I like him. And I think that's the only Magmortar I have. As you can see through those other pages. I also have a pretty, or almost filled-in page of Voltorbs. This is an original Voltorb from the base set. This, as you can see, is a Rockets Voltorb Japanese version. This one is the Single Strike series, which is the newer, of course. I do like this artwork, and it's pretty cool. This one is the Hisuian Voltorb, which is kind of cool. And then they just have another normal Voltorb from, you know, the newer sets here. Here is a Jungle Electrode. This is also a holo. I can move the page so you can see it. Let's see. There you go. Got this gorgeous holo background, like all the others. Now, this one's really cool too. Even though it's technically a rocket card. Still probably one of the coolest ones I've seen. It's got that evil smirk to kind of really bring that home. Here is another Electrode. He is a reprint, but he's also pretty cool to look at. Although, I don't know, this artwork's kind of weird. You need to be careful. Well, actually, I mean, this one's a reprint, so I kind of know that it's not an original. And then this one is from the Huitian Voltorb. I like how they look like they're made of wood. You know, it's strange. Like, how did wooden ones go into metal ones? It doesn't make any sense at all. But yeah, I mean, Legend of Arceus, you've already heard, has Pokemon in it that have been extinct or completely changed to survive. Okay, here is an original Magic... Oh, wait, excuse me. This is a reprint Magikarp. This is an original Japanese Magikarp. It's Giovanni's Magikarp. And then I have a Japanese Rocket Magikarp. He's pretty cool. And then this one's not worth much, but you can see that it's got Team Team Rocket's Magikarp machine there. And it's so funny. They always do that. There's like the Magikarp thing, then the Kangaskhan. And this one is definitely Scarlet and Violet. It's interesting. Could also be a fake. Gotta be careful with this kind of thing. I'm a little suspicious of the newer cards. And the old cards can be imitated too. So, let's see. We also have an original Gyarados. I had to bid on this dark Gyarados. Or, no. Yeah, I did. And then I had the pre-release. As you can see, the original and anniversary Gyarados are different. Although this one's a pre-release, so it's not original Dark Gyarados. But yeah, I like the dark types, but I also prefer the originals. Like this Gyarados, the artwork is just absolutely beautiful. Other experts, I'm not an expert. Experts can tell right away which ones are fake and which ones are real. But I believe this Gyarados is completely genuine. Because he was one of the old cards that my cousin gave me. Alright, into the more popular starter thing. I'm going to say it right now. Everyone's going to be a little bit mad. But the Charizard line is a bit overrated. Like, Charmander is cute. This is an original Charmander card. Then we have a newer card. I wouldn't say from Sun and Moon, though. This one is a little bit older, but not by much. It's kind of strange. I couldn't really quite find a date for him on that. And then, yeah, it's just these two Charmanders. Original and newer one. But yeah, sadly the Charizard line is way overrated because people probably like the way he looks, and there's nothing wrong with it, but it's not a dragon, guys. It's a fire flying. I mean, come on. I do get the appeal though. Alright, this is an original Charmeleon, sadly. Well, not sadly. I'm glad I have my Charmeleon, but it's just not a Charizard. But I forgot this one's an original. You don't see anything there. This one is Blaine's Charmeleon. It's Japanese, obviously. And his artwork is kind of cooler than this one. The English has okay artwork, but for some reason, like I said, the Japanese are just too cool, but too much cooler. Finally, the things you've all been waiting for. I do not have original, but I do have Detective Pikachu's Charizard here. And I think I've already seen this one going for a bit of money. This Mega here is also one that people go bananas for. Although he is not an OG either. This is the blue, the second Mega Charizard here. It's pretty. And then this one is Sword and Shield. I think it was like an anniversary Charizard card for that series. And I mean, there's another card that was older and had more money, but I lost that bid, so I had to take this guy instead. It's okay. Although, between these two, obviously, my Detective Pikachu Charizard just kind of beats him out, and this Mega does too. And Mega Charizards are worth something if they're real. Okay. What I have here is a Holo Jolteon, and he is from 2006 here, so he's actually worth something. Anything like that is good. I only have 2 Jolteons, sadly. I hopefully will get an original Jolteon later. Okay, here we have an English Flareon. I did not have him originally. I also had to hunt it down. This one is a Jungle Flareon. It is from the original Jungle deck. Like I said, I really wanted to get all 3 of the original cards. This one is still somewhat valuable. This one, valuable, it's still cool. So this one is also, like the Jolteon, is 2006. This one is a Holo Flareon. It looks really cool next to the other one. Okay, here. This thing is gorgeous. This one is one of the original cards I got. So this is another Jungle. I've got a lot of Jungle ones. Jungle Original Vaporeon. This one is also a card that I just refuse to part with. It's just one of the prettiest. Unfortunately, she's a bit scratched, but still has that same allure to the artwork. And then we have a German Dark Vaporeon, which is really, really cool. I haven't gotten, and he's a first edition too, so that was kind of a lucky grab. As well, it's also Rockets. Like I said, it's a German one, which is really interesting because I don't have very many of those. I mostly have Japanese and English, but having cards that are from different countries is kind of cool. So here is my Espeon card, and he's one of those EX ones. I think it's like a prize card because they're like really strong, and then if you knock them out, you have to give your opponent a surprise prize card. And then here is another one. I don't know why it's, oh, right, because I'm moving it. This is pretty though. You can see it's a real one, but this is an Espeon GX. 200 does seem like it's pushing the life points a little bit. And then here is the other one. This is another GX. And as you can see from the clear spots, we're going to hit the EVs hard. So here we are. I'm going to start up here. Oh, sorry. I forgot we got this Umbreon and then the Eevee. Sorry. So this is another GX. As you can see with the way it kind of reflects the light. It's well, it should be a real one. It's got that little thing there. I could be wrong. People make mistakes. But yeah, this one's a good one. And then we're finally to the Eevees. And I've got Eevees coming out my ears. Okay. So first, we have an original Rocket Japanese Eevee. And then we have an English Eevee. This one is non-holo, and it is a first edition. This is also a German one that I managed to get my hands on. And then we have a newer Eevee. This one, I don't know what the Suicune thing means back there. I think it's part of a series, actually. And then We got the newer Eevees. We got the cute art style here. We got this one. You can see Rayquaza if you look hard enough. Rayquaza's like right in there. And then, yeah, so the rest of these, are not worth much, I don't think, but they're still really fun. And I don't know why this one's in an ocean here with this card, but it's still pretty awesome too. So out of all of these, I actually think the German Eevee is my favorite. You don't have very many of those. Okay, moving on to the bug types. I can hear Misty screaming right now. Get that away from me. Caterpie is kind of nostalgic to me because it was one of the first Pokemon Ash ever caught in the show. But, yeah, so this one is an original base Eevee card, or Eevee, but Eevee on the brain. Caterpie, not Eevee. This is not an Eevee. Okay, and this is a newer card. And it's still really cute. Like, I love Caterpie just because I like bugs figures. But, yeah, and I mean, everyone knows. Well, all the good Pokemon fans know that technically Pokemon was founded or thought of by a man who was catching bugs. And then he had this idea of pocket monsters. And this man is rich beyond belief because it just took off like wildfire. Okay, so, sorry, back to the little tangent there. So back to the cards here. So this is an original Metapod. It is from the base. As you can see, there's no other mark here. This one is definitely a new one, but it is still really cute. And hold your breath, I have a first edition Butterfree, meaning that I have a whole line as well with the old, and this one is also a jungle Butterfree. The fact that it's the first edition, though, makes it a little more valuable. You don't find those very often. She's still in pretty good condition.